So there's a study done in Vienna about holy water. Well, if there's one thing we know about holy water, it's holy. It's what, blessed by God? I'm not really religious, so I don't really know. Did God bless every piece of holy water? Or you are now clean and awesome. You are the best kind of water. Well, if you believe that, ooh, I got a rude awakening coming your direction. Now, it's interesting because in the old days, they would have not just the holy water that you have in the church, but they would have these holy springs in parts of Europe. And they were in the more rural areas. And it turns out that they would work. Why would they work? Because in the old days, in the towns, it would get super crowded and there's all this bad sanitation and the water would get corrupted and it would make people sick. So if they went out to the holy springs in the rural areas, if they just drank that clean water for about 3 days, usually they'd get better. Now, unfortunately, what's happened is the reverse. There's a lot of agriculture in the rural areas and a lot of fecal matter gets into the water. Whereas in the towns, they've spent a lot of time and energy to make sure, and money, to make sure that that water is very clean. So now when researchers in Vienna did a test of the different holy waters within the church and in the holy rivers, well, they found some discouraging results. Turns out every millimeter of holy water, that there are up to 62 million bacteria. Now that doesn't sound very good, but those are hard numbers to get, to grasp because they're in quantities we're not familiar with, right? Well, this is a percentage you might understand. It turns out 86% of holy water contains fecal matter. Oops. Now, the reason for that is, like I said, the rural holy springs are now actually dirtier than the water in town, so they can make you sicker. And the larger the church is for the holy water within the church, the more likely it is to be corrupted and polluted because there's more people that have access to it. And unfortunately, a lot of times it's sitting out there for a couple of days. So it's much worse than any water you would get normally in town. And in fact, sometimes there's E. coli bacteria, many other kinds of bacteria, and it can apparently cause inflammatory diarrhea. That certainly does not sound holy, and I'm not sure it's what God had intended. So, science over religion one more time. But I'm not sure the people who believe that the water was blessed by God are going to be swayed by science. So, for those of you who don't believe in science, but believe the water is holy, enjoy your fecal matter.